Hi everyone, and welcome to video 1 of our video series for the Level 1 Foundational Skills of Google Drive. So basically just some of the basics to help you on your way to working with Google Drive with students and hopefully integrating it with Google Classroom. What we're going to be doing today is kind of just step 1 of the whole process and actually getting to Google Drive, logging in, and some basic navigation tools. So actually get me to the spot I want to go to. There's a few different things I could do. I could go just right to Google and click on what I like to refer to as the waffle to go to Drive. I could sign in right on Google, or kind of skipping all that, I could type in drive.google.com and access it that way as well. Now, since I'm already synced up with this computer, it has my personal profile already ready to go. If maybe you're on the Chromebooks and it doesn't have you set up right away, when you're logging in, just remember that after your username, you have to enter at isd109.org after your username. If you don't, it won't let you in, just for the main reason, because we're all part of the education group, so we get a lot of special features due to that. So it just has to be attached to our name. But I'm already loaded up, so I'm just going to get my password in here. And it's going to bring me right to my Google Drive. And just some, again, basic navigation of the site itself. Right away, I know where I'm supposed to be because we have our school district logo here. I know it's my account because I have it set up with a little personal picture, but I also have the account name here as well. And again, I'm back to my waffle up here too. Again, if I wanted to, I could have just gone right to Drive. Also, if I want to get immediately to my docs or my sheets, or my slides, I could do that right from the waffle as well. The more times you use apps, the more they're going to load up. So since I use Google Classroom quite frequently, it's already there ready for me to go. But this is just, the general page of Google Drive itself. I have all my folders listed and, I have some color coded. We'll learn about that in another video. But one of the first things that we like to do is to show people that there's a couple of different views that they could see when they're on their Google Drive. If you haven't changed it at all, you might be in this grid view. The way to change back and forth between the views is just this little button up here between list view and grid view. It's bringing me back and forth. Now, grid view has a more boxed layout. You'll see, especially in shared with me, in grid view, it looks a lot different than in list view. Now, it's completely personal preference. Some people love the list view. Some people love the grid view. For grid view, you'll see that some of the titles cut off. It doesn't list the owners. So I'm not a huge fan of grid view, but if you feel comfortable with this, then, whatever works for you. But you will see in the list version, the titles are fully listed out. It tells me who the owner is, and that'll be important to know the owner when you're doing this with the students and if you're sharing back and forth a lot. And I also know when things were last modified, so especially these two at the bottom, they were just modified this morning, so I could go in and see the most recent changes that match that time. So just a nice another special feature. I could also change how my folders are laid out. So I could change if I want them to be in ascending or descending order. I could have them arranged by name, the last time they were modified, the last time they were opened. Over here to the left is kind of my Drive menu. This drop-down arrow will allow me to see the same thing just in the side view. This is helpful if you're dragging things back and forth and you need to scroll a lot. Sometimes it's nice to just do it this way. Again, shared with me. Here are all my files that have been shared with me by other users. I can see the title, when around it was generally shared, and over here specifically. I can also see what folder it's located in, so it's kind of helpful, especially if there's a lot of folders going on. Google Photos, we're not really going to touch on that too much. Recent are things that I use a lot, so these things I was using quite a lot today, so they're in my recent list. Starred are different files that I've starred that I know I want to come back to. And then obviously trash. One important thing with the trash is that when you delete something, it's really never deleted until you permanently delete it forever from your trash. So let's say I accidentally deleted a huge folder that I needed on accident, which I have done before. I can go ahead and restore it, and all is right with the world, and it's where it's supposed to be. So that's just something to know as well for the future. So again, these are just some basic Google tips, logging in, actually finding Google Drive, and just some different views that you can have. Thanks for watching.